not about your ego. It's not about tripping. And, it's unfortunate that the video leaked.
Unfortunate?
But no, I'm saying it's unfortunate because normally these things are handled internally. If you go back and look at a lot of these championship teams, there were guys who used to duke it out. Hata kuna wale wananyongana on the floors.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't have video, nor did we have pictures that came out.
Earlier this week, it was reported that during the Golden State Warriors training session, Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole during a scuffle at practice on Wednesday. This was made public by ESPN, but today there was a video that was leaked that actually showed the altercation as it happened. And it showed Draymond Green walking towards Poole, and then Poole shoving him, and Draymond hitting him and literally knocking him out. So, Ali, earlier on during the week, when the Warriors had been asked about this, they had said that yes, it had happened, and Draymond came and apologized to the Warriors and to Poole, and they were thinking about a punishment, but they had already said that he is not going to miss any games. The punishment they were not looking at punishing him in that way. Now, after seeing this video, do you still think the punishment is going to be held that way, or do you think it's going to suffer more?
I think
because of the surfacing of this video.
Well, I think because this video leaked, they now have to do something. Because before the video leaked, they were giving their own descriptions. They were not saying, like it was an actual punch in the face. They were saying, it was an altercation. These nice fancy words they like using to just say it was just a normal scuffle. But that was a punch straight in the face. And these things do happen sometimes in training, in practice. It's not something that is out of the ordinary. But now I think this is the point where Golden State has to make a choice. I think one of them has to go. With this now being out there in public, and I think there was already bad blood between the two of them that was known. I really think one of them has to go if this team is gonna stay cohesive moving forward. To me, I think on the big three, because the Golden State has survived on the three, the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and Green. And to me, I think Draymond Green, and I know some people may disagree with me, might be the weakest link of the three. If there's someone who's to go, of course, if it's between Jordan Poole and Draymond Green, I think the organization might still want to keep Green, because I think he still has some usefulness in that trio and the chemistry they have in the core three. But I think going forward, something will have to happen to one of them. One of them will have to go. And at some point, Golden State will have to make a decision. But I was also not happy with the fact that Golden State is now trying to investigate who leaked that video instead of resolving what happened. Because that's a video that leaked that was supposed to remain in-house, but one way or another, it leaked out. And TMZ and all other websites published it. Mika, back to you.
All right. Now I want to come to you, Bandio. We know they always say it's normal in a practice for teammates to have arguments. We've had so many teammates who have been not seeing eye to eye, but when they play in the field, they bring it to light. What do you think? This is a championship winning team, still considered the best team that might possibly win the championship again today.
Yeah, if they're champions.
If you were the GM of Golden State Warriors, how do you handle this?
First of all, I think they do know more than we do.
Team, and do you think they will? And do you think they will be able to play together from now on?
Well, First of all, I think they do know. I mean, as the GM or the leadership team, they know more than we do about this, right? They know the ins and outs about these players, and you hired them or you have them, you signed them for a certain reason, not really for them to be, friends, but to win championship. Now there are ethics and all other stuff that you have to follow. That's why we have, ethics and rules and stuff at work. It's like I have people that I work with. They're not my friend. I don't think they like me. And at the same time, I don't like most of them. But why we're where we are, that's the thing. I've seen this in the radio too. It's like I've worked in this station where these people didn't talk, couldn't stand each other, but they were anchors. They have to sit there and kusoma habari. But what do you have to do? So I think you should punish Ali. Talk about the video leaking and all this stuff. It's just the thing of ethics. Is it part of the ethics that someone signed not to leak internal documents? That's why they will investigate. They know for sure that you hire people, especially if you have a big team like Warriors. One thing you should know that you have probably a collection of the biggest egos in NBA.
Yep.
So they know that from the get-go that these are the people that they have. How to handle it, that's how you're supposed to set standard from the beginning. That's the same thing we have almost everywhere, at least at work. Where I work is pretty crucial with all the ethics and stuff in aerospace. So some people, they don't like each other. We had like East Coast and West Coast at work. But when it's time to deliver for Boeing, for Airbus, for Rolls-Royce, you have to make sure it meets. You have to deliver, and it has to be a good part. You have to sign. You have a personal warranty and all this stuff. So to me, all friendship and stuff really don't matter to me. They don't have to be friends. They just need to make sure they follow what they signed up for, which is to play, to respect each other, and just be ethical.
Mosh, I want you to answer the same question I asked Bandio. Do you still see them playing together as teammates?
I think for me, I see them playing as teammates because the bottom line of it is really at the end of the day, it's about winning championships. It's not about your ego. It's not about tripping. And, it's unfortunate that the video leaked.
Unfortunate?
But no, I'm saying it's unfortunate because normally these things are handled internally. If you go back and look at a lot of these championship teams, there were guys who used to duke it out. Hata kuna wale wananyongana on the floors. But we didn't have video, nor did we have pictures that came out. So it was something that was handled internally. Kulikuwa na marupurupu, you hear things, but you don't have anything tangible that's credible that you can see. Now it's out there, and potential is that, sponsors, people who are actually buying season tickets could get disgusted. They're saying, oh, this is my role model, blah, 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 for my children, and so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. A whole bunch of mess. And like Bandio says, ethics and all those things come into play. So then the team their hand gets forced to say, okay, well, you know what? We as a team don't condone this, and in no way or form or shape, and it's all zero tolerance. You can't put your hands on somebody, blah, blah, blah. Yes. We need to get rid of this person. Yep. Well, you could also say, you know what? We're going to have disciplinary action. The person is going to sit out and not get salary for X amount of time. That's something that's not acceptable. However, we know this type of person does not do this, and this has not been their forte. So that's it's up to those other people to prove. And if I'm the guy who's looking at the big picture of the team and the chemistry and how these Jamas have been playing, I'm not breaking that team up. I don't care what you jokers out there say. Because once we win the championships, guess what? Sponsors will come back.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all about winning. Mika